Hello and a very warm welcome to my office. My name is Brian McGinty. It's great to be speaking to you today on the 20th of November 2017. Let me very quickly explain what this presentation and this introduction is all about. Now, someone has thought enough of you to ask you to come and take a look at this because they think that you might be interested in our business or interested in some of the products that we actually sell. It's very, very simple. We're a globally growing business. We have over 500,000 accounts in over 120 countries, and we need new business partners and we need new customers. Now, obviously, because we are in so many countries, I can't be everywhere all the time. We could do live presentations, but we can't do enough of them fast enough. So I make this video every single week, every single Monday, and we send this out to our business partners so they can share the very latest information with you. The first 15 minutes, I'm going to cover everything. So I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about being a customer and everything you need to know about becoming a business partner. So by the time we get through that 15 minutes, you'll know if this is for you or not. If you're really interested, but you want a little bit more detail and you've got more questions, well, I'll expand on the first 15 minutes and go into things in more detail then for a longer period of time. What I'm not going to do is we're not going to collect your email. We're not going to send you out autoresponder messages. I want to give you all the information so that you can make an informed decision today whether or not our company is for you. So what is it that we actually do? Our mission is that we give anyone over the age of 18 in 123 countries the opportunity to buy and have stored or delivered to their home 24 karat 999.9 gold bullion in a safe, affordable way from just €7. That's about $8 or £6. And the important thing there is safe, affordable way. We're also giving anyone the opportunity to receive commissions and free gold by referring our company and products to other people. So what's the problem that we're trying to solve as a company? Well, really, really simply, really easy. It doesn't matter which currency you're in. You could be in euros, you could be in pounds sterling, you could be in dollars. Money decreases in value every year. And people accept this as the way it should be, but this is a man-made phenomenon. It's only been happening since around about 2013. In the UK, as another example, UK house prices are lower than they were 10 years ago. And people always put their money into property as a safe bet, but that safe bet isn't becoming that safe anymore. Interest rates are really low at the moment. For example, my bank account is Santander. I get less than 0.1% interest on them per year. Inflation is also high, running at 3%. So in real terms, your cash is evaporating. If you're a person who is saving in paper money, any type of paper money, either in cash in your hand or money in your bank, then your cash is evaporating. And this is the same for the United States. It's the same for other countries around the world. I was talking to people in Russia the other day. They were saying that inflation there is actually at 6%. So it can be higher depending on which country you're actually in. The solution to this and the solution to this problem is saving in gold. And that's what we do. That's what we promote at Karatbars International. It's nothing more detailed than that. We help people save in gold. So take a look at the chart on the screen. You can see on the left you have US dollar there. If you scroll down from 2001 to 2016, you can see that gold on average has increased against the US dollar by 10.7%. Scroll across to GBP, which is UK pounds. If your currency is there, you can see it for yourself. GBP on average over the past 16 years has increased, gold has increased against pound sterling by 12.3% every single year. So if you were to save in gold, let's say you were to save in gold over the past 16 or the past 25 years, I've just done an example here on the screen. So we take a look at the interest rate, we'll take it at 12%, and this is just an example, over 25 years, and you were saving £50 every week. At the end of 25 years, you'd have £468,000 worth of gold. If you want to do a calculation for yourself on different years, you can see the link there on the screen to do that. Now, Karatbars International, we sell gold, yes. We're a private debt-free company, started in 2011. We're based in Stuttgart, Germany. Our offices are open to the public. You can see it there on the screen. I've been there 4 times. You can walk in. Harold Seitz is a senator of the BWA, which is the German Overseas Trade Association. We're in the top 2% of German companies in terms of credit scoring. We've just put up a new certificate for that this year on our Facebook page. There are over 500,000 accounts in 123 countries. That's actually 124. We've just added Indonesia this week. Partnerships over the years have included FedEx, who do all our deliveries, MasterCard, who do all our payments. This is our MasterCard here. MotoGP, people like Real Madrid Football Club. This is an official licensed product from Real Madrid. Real Madrid is the richest football club in the world. It's one of our products there. But I'll talk a little bit more about the products and those partnerships later on. But the reason I'm telling you that is to show that we're a very long established with very high level partnerships with other companies. Now, Karatbars Gold itself comes from an LBMA accredited refinery. That's the London Bullion Market Association. They accredit refineries, and there are only a certain number of those in the world. It means that we are getting the purest possible gold. We sell 0.1 gram to 5 gram weights. Now, what does a 0.1 gram of gold look like? Let me show you on the screen now. This is what's known as a cash gold. I'll talk a little bit more about these later. But inside this cash gold, you can see 0.1 gram of 24 karat gold, and you can see it there in the center of the note. And 0.2 gram has 2 pieces of gold. Okay, you can see there. 0.4 has 4 pieces of gold, and a 0.6 has 6 pieces of gold. We then move up into the carats once we get to a gram. You have 1 gram in the center of the carat here. This is a 2.5 gram. You can see that the gold piece is actually larger. And then we double the size in it again, and we go to the 5 gram carat, which is the biggest carat that we do. We don't sell anything bigger than a 5 gram carat. So I'll use this for the rest of this example. So it's not 0.1 gram to 5 gram weights, which makes it affordable. That's what we're all about. We're talking about gold for the masses, not for rich people. The Karatbars logo itself is embedded into the gold during the manufacturing process. You can see that there. It's 24 karat 999.9 purity. There is 999.1, 999.5. We sell the purest possible gold that you can buy. The certificate of authenticity is here. Hologram, which is on the other side over here. And then we have our serial number on the front. And this is on all the cards, all the notes as well. It's sealed into this credit card size durable plastic card. It has its own DNA security coding, okay, which is read by a little machine, which is this one here. Okay, so this is the little machine. I'll show you in one of the notes actually. If you take up the note and we put it over here, let's do it on the right side. You can see it beeps there when you take it across. And this is what's known as a Karatbars SDNA reader. I'll talk a little bit more about those later on. There's what shopkeepers use to ensure that the gold is actually real within the card. So this makes Karatbars completely fraud proof. The important thing is we've been delivering our products since 2011. And we offer free storage if you don't want to hold the gold yourself, or we offer FedEx delivery to every single country around the world. If you want to buy more with us as well, you buy more, you pay less. So let's say, for example, you decided you wanted to register in the website and today and buy 0.1 gram of gold, that's this one here, it would work out at around about €7 for that. The 1 gram works out at €54. The 2.5 gram then works out at €50 per gram because you're getting a better price per gram. And then the 5 gram card works out at €46 per gram. We do have 3% discount codes, which we can give you. We'll give you 3% off all your purchases for 12 months. I will talk a little bit more about pricing later on in the presentation, but suffice to say you cannot buy the same grade of gold with same security features for a lower price. And remember, I've been doing this for 4.5 years, and I get sent many websites all the time. I do talk a little bit more about why I know that's the case later on. So how do you buy with Karatbars? You register on the website for free. You can buy manually, i.e. you can just go in now and buy a 0.1 gram. You can buy a 5 gram, buy any one of our products. You can use a credit card, debit card. You can buy with Bankwire, or you can choose Bitcoin. We have bank accounts in different countries as well, which makes it easier. UK bank account, Spanish bank account, USA bank account, etc. You can set up an autosave. That basically just means you put in your credit or debit card and you set that up to take a certain amount of your card every single week or every month, or maybe you want to buy a 5 gram card once a month. You can set the system up to do that for you. Your gold is stored for free in Germany for as long as you wish, or you can choose delivery by FedEx. And the FedEx cost is €13.50 inside Europe and €18.50 outside Europe. If you wait until you've got over 100 grams in storage, then your delivery is free. And many people will do that. They'll just wait until they get that 100 grams stored and then ask for that delivery. Now, what can you do with your gold is the next question people always ask. Well, keep it. And that's what people like myself are doing. I was 40 last week. I'm saving for my retirement, 10, 15 years time. And because it's my gold and I'm in control of it, I don't care what the government does. I don't care what the banks do. I don't care what the pension companies do, because I'm in control of my own pension now. If I don't need to use it myself, I can pass it on to my children as a legacy and teaching them how to save as well. You can sell your gold to another partner. This is private issue gold, which is really important. You can sell it to another business partner or to another customer. You could sell it privately. I sold one of these on a famous shopping website. I sold it for £60. It only cost me €54. So Karatbars themselves do achieve a higher resale value than sometimes what they actually cost you from the company. You can transfer your gold via CaratPay. talk about that in a second, or you can use it in K exchanges. Now, Karatpay and K exchanges are brand new. It's something we're just launching at the moment. And basically what it is it's turning gold into the ultimate digital payment system. In simple terms, you can buy your cash gold now, you can have it delivered, so that's physical cash gold, or you can buy cash gold and put it into your Karatpay account. If it's in your Karatpay account, you can go then and spend this in shops and businesses, or you can transfer it to another person who's got a Karatpay account. This is a bit like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, except for the fact this is backed by physical gold at every single point. Now, right now, we're just launching K exchanges. That means any shop or business that sells products, offline or online, can apply to become a K exchange with us. They can do that for free. And they can then choose to accept Karatbars either digitally or in physical form as payment for goods and services. They then also can sell that cash gold back out over the counter again and make some money on taking it and make some money on giving it back out over the counter. So that's what K exchanges are. You will see K exchanges popping up all over the world now because it is available to open one in 124 countries as of this week. That's the exciting part about Karatbars. I've been with the company 4.5 years. We've had people saving for 4.5 years. Now they can actually turn that gold into goods and services again, which really completes the whole circle for people. Now, to me, gold is the ultimate digital payment system now through Karatpay, and I'm going to show you why that is. Let's compare Karatpay with cryptocurrency. The whole point of cryptocurrency in the beginning was peer-to-peer transactions outside the banking system. So yes, cryptocurrency does that very well. Karatpay does that now because it's peer-to-peer transactions. I can pay you using my Karatpay gold. Is it outside the banking system? Cryptocurrency is yes. Karatpay is as well. Karatbars is not part of the banking system. Does cryptocurrency increase in value against currencies? Yes, it does. As a general trend, most cryptocurrencies have been increasing in value for the past 5 years. Gold has been increasing against currencies for the past 5,000 years. Okay, so a little bit of a difference there, but it gives you a little bit of a comparison in terms of the longevity of each product. Can you get instant transactions? Well, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't with cryptocurrency. Sometimes they get blocked and different things happen. With Karatpay, your transaction is instant to the other person. Cryptocurrency, again, a lot of people have been saying Bitcoin isn't as inflation proof because there's only 21 million coins going to be mined. Well, people forget about the fact that Bitcoin has split into Bitcoin Cash and going to split into Bitcoin Gold. And all these forks and all these other cryptocurrencies, there's over 1,000 of them now, create their own inflation within the cryptocurrency world because there's only so many people on Earth to go out and buy these cryptocurrencies. And if they keep increasing the number of them, it actually creates its own inflation. With gold, there is no inflation. We can't create gold. We can't magic it out of thin air like cryptocurrency. So that finite amount of gold does mean that it's inflation proof. Now here's where things differ. Cryptocurrency doesn't work in an IT blackout, doesn't work in a natural disaster. You can ask the people in Ecuador about that. They've had no electricity for the past couple of months. Bitcoin, things like that were of no use to them there. Karatpay does work in an IT blackout natural disaster because you actually have the physical notes. Okay, so we have the physical notes. And if you've got a number of these in your vault at home or wherever you want to keep them, then you can take these out and you can use these as payment. Can you have your Bitcoin or cryptocurrency physically delivered? No, you can't, but you can have your cash gold delivered. Big difference for me. I always say if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Is it easy to understand for most people? Well, I'm quite a techie person. I've been online for a number of years. I opened a Bitcoin, a Bittrex, and a blockchain.info account recently. That's not an easy thing to do for the average person. So it's not easy to understand for most people. The denominations of Bitcoin and the not 5, 6, this sort of thing is very difficult for most people to get their head around. With Karatbars Cash Gold, this is worth about €7. This is worth about 14. That's worth about 28, etc., etc. It's in denominations that are close to what our normal currencies are anyway. A big thing for me, an important thing for me, is can you see who's behind the company? Now, this is the owner of our company here, Mr. Harold Seitz. This is his most recent book, The Future of Money. It's on Amazon if you want to try and get a copy of that. With a lot of crypto, and indeed who's behind Bitcoin, nobody has ever found out if it's one person or a group of people. With Karatbars International, you can see who's behind the company and you can walk into the Karatbars head offices if that's something you want to do. So for me, those are the big differences between crypto and Karatpay, and I think what we have with Karatpay has actually solved all the problems of cryptocurrency. So if you want to get started, you get a free account for life. No subscriptions or hidden charges. You can check out all the available products and you can start saving for your future today. All you have to do is get in touch with the person who told you about this video. They'll give you a link and you can register for free, and you have that free account for life. Now, if you want to become an affiliate, we do offer a free business model, which means you can register today, you can start promoting Karatbars, you can start earning commissions on any gold you sell, and you'll be paid those commissions once every month on the first of each month. So really, really simple, really easy. We do have paid options, all right? Paid options basically mean that we will, you can buy a marketing package, which is like this, with brochures and things inside it, and that will be delivered to your home. The paid options run from €125 up to €8,400, and they're all one-off costs. There are no monthly fees, no charges or forced purchases like an MLM type business. That's not what we are. We don't have monthly fees. We don't have flushing away of units. We don't have forced purchases and all those things people associate with direct selling companies. You can start at any level you like and work your way up using your commissions. We provide you with everything you need in terms of the hard copy, software, pages, training. It's all done for you. It's really simple. There's no targets, no pressure. You keep 100% of what you earn, all right? And you're paid 5 times every month. If you're one of the package owners, you get paid on your gold purchases on the first of each month, and then you get paid every Friday as well. You can earn cash because we need cash to go and buy things in our local shop. You also can earn free gold. You can earn holidays. I've won the cruise, which you can see on the screen there, to January earlier this year. I won a trip to Germany in June, and I've won another trip to Las Vegas for 5 days in January coming up as well. So if you get a chance to come to Las Vegas to see us, you'll see me there. The maximum per week that you can earn in what we call the dual system is €1.8 million per week. So huge compensation plan, huge scope there for you to make as much money as you like. You can set up your account in under 10 minutes. Again, just register from the link under this video. Order your package. You'll see the 5 steps. Click the picture. Order your package. You'll know which one you can afford. Step 2, your KYC. That's a copy of a bank statement or a utility bill and a copy of your passport. Order your prepaid MasterCard so you can get paid your commissions starting next week. Then set up an autosave purchase in gold. We recommend you do that because if you're saving yourself, you can recommend saving to other people. Step 5 is your call to action. That's basically just learning your marketing plan and finding your referral links to share with other people. It's a very simple business. You simply promote a presentation like this one, all right? So we'll give you a website with a copy of this presentation if you want one. If you can't get to a live presentation, then we have recorded ones as well. The customer then registers and buys from the website directly and pay with Karatbars directly, so you no handling of goods or anything like that. Karatbars deliver and do all the customer support, and you're paid weekly onto your company MasterCard. It doesn't get much really easier than that. You don't need any experience. You don't need a CV to start with this either. You don't need to do any presenting because I do that and other leaders do that for you. You don't have to buy any products. You don't have to hold any products. You have nothing to deliver. You can build your business online or offline. We give you free training and we give you 7 days support as well. So we can't make it much easier for people. There are loads of reasons why people choose Karatbars as a business. We have business partners, savings plans, K-Exchange, Karatpay, churches. We work with charities, non-profits. We do business cards. We work with sports clubs. But the important thing to remember is that you earn up to 6% on all gold sold in your organization, and you earn up to 25% on other products. We do have the autosave feature, which means that if you can set customers up to start saving every week and every month, then you're earning every week and every month as well. Autosave means that you've got a residual income. It's really important to Karatbars. You're helping as many people save as possible and building your own residual income. The important thing to remember is let the presentation do the explaining. Let me give you a quick example. If you've some personal savers, let's say you go out now and you find 200 people. Okay, so 200 people are saving €50 a week, which isn't a lot. All right, it's probably 10% of what people earn in a week. Well, if you did that and you found 200 savers, so that's not even one every day over the next 12 months, you'd be earning a minimum of €1,400. That's £1,250 per month. If you kept going, you found 1,000 savers. Doing that, the minimum you'd be earning would be €7,000 per month. That's $8,000 or £6,000 per month. I've based that on 3.5% commission level because you've done over €18,000 turnover, but you can earn up to 6%. So that is a bare minimum I'm talking about for that number of customers. How big is your ambition? How many people can you help save? Well, there's 240 million people over the age of 18 in the United States, 50 million in the UK and Ireland, and we're in 120 other countries. If you want to get started, simply open your free affiliate account using the link underneath the video or get back to the person who told you about this video. Complete the 5 steps. Don't think about them, just get them done. It'll take you 10 minutes if you do it quickly. Start inviting people to watch a live or a recorded presentation and we'll be paying you as early as next Friday. You can get free upgrades in the first 5 weeks, and we always have different promotions and monthly incentives running as well. It really is that simple to get started with Karatbars. So that's it for the quick overview. Now let's go into a little bit more detail, because I know some people do have questions, and I'm sure you have some, so we'll go on and cover these now. How did I get involved with Karatbars? I think my story is quite important because I was working in direct sales for over 20 years. I was self-employed. I had a really good, successful business, which you can see on the screen there on the right. It was a golf academy, driving range, fantastic business. But I lost my business very, very suddenly. And at that time, it was through no fault of our own, but these things happen. We had no savings, I had no income, and I needed to earn some money fast. That was the big problem. I didn't put anything away for a rainy day, as a lot of people do, and then got caught out very quickly from that. At the very same time, it was a terrible year because my mother became ill with dementia and subsequently died. My best friend, Pete, had a heart complaint. He has subsequently died. And my fiancée, Emma, was very ill. She was working in Africa and Tanzania for several years. She got malaria and developed into ME, and she's been very, very ill since. She's been ill with it now for 10 years. But we were living in Portugal at the time, and I was really running out of options whenever someone asked me to watch a presentation like this. And that's really how I got involved with Karatbars International. Someone called me up, as pretty much it might have happened to you, and said, look, have you got 15 minutes free? Take a look at this presentation because you might be interested in this company. Fast forward 48 months later, me and Emma have since got married. We now have 4 children. I have savings, which is really important. I have security. So it doesn't matter what happens in my life or happens to Karatbars. I have a backup now in security, and that's in gold. I get paid holidays, which I talked about earlier, and I have a residual income. So I've helped thousands of people start saving with Karatbars International, and those people are saving every week. They're getting their gold, and I'm earning my commissions every single week. So even if I go and play golf now for the next 6 months and don't turn my computer on, it isn't going to happen. But if I did do that, then I would still get paid that residual income every week. And I think that's really important because what it's given me is, apart from a nice new BMW and a nice new home that I moved into, it's given me something that people are really looking for, and that's time freedom. Whenever I worked in property and worked in other companies, I was working 60, 70, 80 hours a week to make that income. With Karatbars International, you only need to get your customers set up once, and that residual income will keep paying you every single week. Now, let me go into a little bit more detail just on inflation, really, because that's the crux of why we're selling gold in the first place. £100 in 2001, you would need £152 today to buy the same goods and services. That's basically what inflation is. Products are going up in price all the time, and you can see there that since 2001 to 2016 now, we're up almost 50%. In 2017, inflation is running at 2.9%. If you're trying to save money, and people are desperately putting money in the bank and even trying ISAs and different things like that, but what interest rate are you getting? If it's less than 3%, then your money is evaporating through inflation faster than you can ever save. Santander is offering me 0.01% at the moment, and basically you cannot run out inflation. So if this is the case, why is everybody doing this? If I go up a high street in Belfast today and pick 100 people, every single people either has no savings or they've got a little bit of savings, and they're complaining about it basically evaporating away. The whole problem is our system. Our system is all about getting a good education, all right? So why get a good education? Let's think this through. Get a good education to get a good university. What does a good university mean in the UK at the minute? It means £50,000 of debt. That's the average debt students are coming out of university with. Why are you doing this? To get a good job. A good job means what? 100 grand a year? 100 grand a year means you're in a higher tax bracket. I worked out someone earning over 100 grand a year in the UK, by the time they pay tax and national insurance and all the other things they have to pay, then they're actually earning about £20 an hour, but they're paying the government more tax, and governments like that. Why are you doing all this? In order to do this, you need to get a good credit rating then. So credit rating means get into debt for 2 years and prove to the world that you can get into loads of debt. The reason you need a good credit rating is to get yourself a good home. Now, to get a good home, you're looking at 25 years, and that's another 25 years of debt. And how are people buying all these new cars nowadays? Well, they're going out and they're taking higher purchase plans, 4 to 7 year plans, and again, that's more debt. There's a common theme there with every single part of that, and it's debt, 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 debt. We are living in a completely debt-based society. Then whenever you retire on 40% of what you were earning in the first place after 40 years of working. Then, as what's happened to friends of mine recently, people within Karatbars, you then have to pay to go into a nursing home, or the government will take your home off you in order to pay for your nursing home. And if you manage to get through to death living in your own home, then you might end up paying up to 40% inheritance tax. That is the rotten rubbish system that we're all living in now at the moment. The poor are getting poorer. The top 0.1% own nearly as much as the bottom 99% combined. So what is the alternative? Well, the alternative up to now has not been buying gold, because gold has been packaged in such a way that it's away from the average person. And we can see, I showed you this earlier, US dollar, gold has averaged 10.7% every single year over the past 16 years against gold. Take a look at GBP, it's 12.3%, Australian dollars 8.6%, Canadian dollars 9.7%. The obvious option is that we should all be saving in gold. Now, another point that people don't know about is, and I found this interesting when I saw the first presentation, gold is and always has been money. You never hear people talking about gold as money, but if we look through history, you can see that it always has. Through every single empire, if you like, all around the world in different cultures, your gold has always been money. Except when we get into the last period of history, which is the last 100 years, when we've ended up with this stuff. So how have we gone from having gold as our money to paper? Here's basically what happened in simple English. People had their gold at home, so this is a piece of gold, and a couple of 100 years ago, the bankers got together and said to the people, we'll look after your gold for you, all right, we'll charge you some interest for looking after it, and what we'll do is we'll give you a note. Okay, so you give us one piece of gold, we'll give you one note. Really, really simple system. So the bank promised that they would never print more notes than there was gold. All right, so very, very simple, very, very straightforward. One gold coin equals one gold note. You can see there on the picture on the screen, it was $100 in gold coin payable to the bearer on demand. Now, if we look at a new United States dollar, you'll see that there's no mention of gold anywhere, and there's no mention of paying anyone anything. All right. They did promise there would never be more notes than gold, but that all changed. I'll tell you when it changed. It was 1971. You can see President Nixon there on the screen. He temporarily cut the gold standard, the convertibility of gold into the US dollar. And the only reason they did that was because they had gold in the vault belonging to the people, remember, belonging to the people, but they needed more of these because they needed to buy more things. And this started the big money printing exercise that we're in at the moment. All other currencies were pegged to the US dollar, so other governments and other governments around the world started printing more and more paper money as well. It really is the biggest scam on earth, because they're printing this stuff, printing money out of fresh air, yet no, there isn't the gold in the vault to back it up in the first place. They're creating worthless electronic money out of nothing, and then one bank lends it to another bank, and then that bank's allowed to loan that bank back more, and it's just a completely big pyramid scheme. And they're printing and printing and printing and printing and printing. Here's the reality. Where did all that gold go? If you put your money into a bank, the bank will go and buy gold, and as you know now, the banks get between 11 and 12% interest on that of the United States, UK over the past 16 years. They then give you 0.01% interest on your money. Now, how do we know that? Take a look at that picture on the screen. You can see there that the total gold holdings of the world, all 18,300 tons, 58% of the world gold reserves is held by central banks. Let that sink in for a minute. 60% almost of all the gold in the world is held by central banks. Not by the people, it's held by the banks. Now, Goldman, you can see there on the right, Goldman Sachs in 2015 told people to stay away from gold. Gold was bad, yet they took a delivery of 3.2 tons of physical gold. HSBC did something similar, but they bought 3.9 tons of physical gold. In both cases, the purchases were registered for the benefit of the bank's own house account rather than for the account of customers. So the bank is using the paper money to go and buy gold, and then giving the customers very, very little for the money that they're actually putting in there. On top of that, and again, I wasn't taught this at school, all paper monies go to zero. Every single paper money that has ever existed has gone to zero, because too much of it was created, and then the people lost faith in it, and it goes to zero. 609 currencies are no longer in circulation since the 15th century. JP Morgan had it right back in 1912 when he said gold is money, everything else is just credit against it. Another big problem now in 2017, and people are not thinking enough about this, and what if your bank account gets hacked? The hackers out there are getting better and better. The hackers earn more than the bank's computer programmers, and they're always going to work harder to try and get at your money. People's accounts are getting hacked all the time. I've just been reading stories today about Bitcoin accounts getting hacked. Some company called Tether in the United States have lost 31 million today. The hackers can get at your money if it's in a digital form. And as I said before, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. If you wake up tomorrow and go to your ATM and you put in your number and it shows 0000, well, you've got no evidence that there's any money in there. The bank probably has you in paperless banking. Yeah, told you it's going to save the polar bears, but nothing to do with polar bears. It's because they know that if their accounts get hacked, then the customers are standing there and they have no physical record of what they actually have. I make sure that I get my digital statements and I print them off and I keep them every single day for what little money I do have in the bank. Now, taking all this into consideration, which do you think is better? Do you think it's better that we have gold or that we have paper money? Now, obviously, it's a stupid question if you've just been listening to what I've told you. So why don't we all own gold then? Why does so few people in the world own gold? Let's take a look at the facts again. I do like facts. I found this information in 1968. 5% of the population owned 24 karat pure gold. They had gold savings. If we take it to 2010, it's 0.7%. If you take it to today, 2017, we're on 0.01%. So only 1 in every 1,000 people you meet in the next week will ever have seen or touched 24 karat pure gold. And here's the reasons that you'll hear. People say to me things like, I didn't know gold was money. Well, now you do. They say it's too expensive. How could I possibly afford gold? Well, now you know it's affordable with Karatbars International. People also say it's going down in price. Well, you know that's not true because I've shown you the figures from goldprice.org. People then say, where would I buy it? People think they can't buy it because, again, governments and banks have smelted it down into big bars to keep it away from the average person. Where would I store it? Again, people are worried about where would they store their gold. You know already we've solved that problem with Karatbars. What would I do with it even when I had it? Well, through key exchanges and KaratPay, you know now you can pay other people and use it to buy things in shops. How would you know what you're buying? Again, Karatbars have covered all this because of the security features I've told you about on the card. You know that you're buying the best quality gold available in the marketplace. And finally, how would I turn it back into cash? And again, you know Karatbars are covering that now as well because you can turn it into cash through your network of key exchanges or to other business partners. The big problem is, for us as a company, whenever I talk to a potential new customer, they often go to Google and they'll type into Google how much is gold because they want to find out, is Karatbars gold expensive? Obviously, you would want to as well. You don't want to be buying gold at too high a price. So people type into Google how much is gold and they get something called spot price. All right, so the spot price of a gram of gold today is around about $37. Now, what does that actually mean? Now, this is probably the most important slide I'm going to show you today. Spot price has got nothing to do with physical gold, has nothing to do with shiny yellow metal. Spot price is the price that gold is traded on in the markets. If you go and buy gold on the markets, you're just buying a piece of paper, okay? So a little piece of paper that says you own some gold. This is the facts that people don't know. Fact number one, in order to get that gold delivered, you have to buy 100 troy ounces. That's 3,100 grams, all right? So they know that the average person isn't going to save up or isn't going to be able to buy 100 troy ounces, which is why it's at a lower price. You're not actually buying the physical metal. You only get that price if you buy 100 troy ounces. But I did show you earlier, when you buy more with Karatbars International, you get a better price as well. That's really important. Second thing is, the gold traders are trading over 300 times the amount of physical gold they have. Let me explain that in simple English. If you went to your local car dealer and you bought a new car today, can you imagine how you'd feel if you found out that that car dealer had sold your car to 300 other people? Gold traders are doing that. It's completely legal. It's a fractional reserve system. They do not have to own or possess all the gold that they actually sell. That might sound crazy, it might sound ridiculous, but it's completely true. You can check that out for yourself. So whenever you're buying gold on the stock market, unless you're buying 100 troy ounces, you ain't seeing it, okay? And you've always got the potential that if something happens in the stock market, and let's say everybody wanted to get their gold delivered tomorrow, well, only 1 out of every 300 people is going to get their hands on that gold. Now, let me talk a little bit more about grades of 24 karat gold. So we have spot price, market price, which is fresh air gold, I call it. Okay, so forget about that. We're now talking about physical gold. So whenever you get to 24 karat, you have 999.1, 999.9, and then 999.9. The 4 nines is the type of gold that we sell at Karatbars, so that's what I'm going to use as the comparison. So if you go to a website such as Bullion by Post, very famous company in the UK, you can do this with JM Bullion, Royal Mint, different companies. To buy a little piece of gold today, you're looking at about 42 euros. This is what you're actually getting, by the way, so that's what you'll get. So we'll compare that with the Karatbars. That's a Karatbar and that's a gram of gold. All right, so that's the two different products that we're actually talking about. You're looking at, if you want 999.9 from an LBMA accredited refinery with a certificate and a serial number, you're looking at around about 57 euros for that if you go to Bullion by Post. If you want 999.9 LBMA with the certificate with the serial number, the hologram, and the hologram security feature as well, then you're looking at Bullion by Post don't have those, but there's a company called Cooksgold that sell a Kinney bar, and a Kinney bar today will cost you around about €70. So that's the difference between buying a gram of gold on the internet and that's buying a product called a Karatbar, which happens to contain a gram of gold. Now, why are all these security features important? Why would you want to spend more money on your gram of gold if you could buy a gram of gold for less? Well, here's the answer on the screen. The market is completely flooded with fake gold. What the fakers are doing is they're taking their piece of tungsten, which is the same weight as gold, and then they'll cover it with 24 karat gold leaf. So even if you go to the jeweler and test it, he'll say, yes, that's real. But if you drill down into it or cut down into it, you'll find that it's not real gold at all. This is happening in ounces of gold and kilos of gold, bars of gold. And the bigger bars of gold, they're putting rods of tungsten in. So even if the jeweler or someone does drill down into it, they might actually hit a real piece of gold, whereas there might be tungsten on either side. The solution to all this fake gold, and if you've never bought gold before, that's okay. You're in the majority. But people who do buy gold always look out for these extra security features whenever they're actually buying. Karatbars gold comes from an LBMA accredited refinery number 1. We sell 0.1 gram to 5 gram weights, making it affordable. The logo is embedded into the gold during the manufacturing process. It's 24 karat 999.9. The certificate of authenticity is on the carat here itself. We have the hologram on the other side, and we have the serial number on the front. It's sealed into the credit card size durable plastic card. It has its own DNA security feature, which I told you about already, and we've been delivering these without issue since 2011. And you have, we're onto 124 countries now as well, with the new ones added in the past week. And we offer free storage, so you don't have to worry about the security aspect of things. If you want to get it delivered, again, you have the option of FedEx delivery. It's a really simple company to buy from. You register for free on the Karatbars website using the link under this video, or get back to your sponsor, they'll help you do that. There are no monthly fees, no subscriptions or hidden charges. So the price you pay is your final price. A lot of websites out there advertise cheaper prices for gold, but then whenever you register, you find that there's a monthly fee, there's a storage fee, there's subscriptions, and that's where they're making up the extra money at. All right. That's how a lot of these companies do. With Karatbars International, it's just simple and straightforward. Free account, free storage, and the price of the gold is the price you pay. There are no minimum orders, so if you want to buy one of these every 10 years, you're more than welcome. All right, there's no minimum orders on there. You can save from 0.1 gram, and you can choose a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly saving plans as well. Saving plans are great because you can always increase that as you go along. Saving plans you can increase, decrease. You can see on the screen there, I was just in Germany recently, that was me actually helping make some 1 gram cards. You can see all the FedEx boxes going out. We do thousands of FedEx deliveries every single week. And then we have the cash gold machine there on the right, which is pumping out lots of cash gold to go to businesses all over the world. Now, we are trying to get gold back to the people. And as I said earlier, 99% of people have never seen gold. So we're trying to get back into people's thoughts and talking about it again. So here's one of the little birth cards that we actually sell. You can buy packs of 6 of those if you know anybody having a baby boy or baby girl. We have congratulations cards. You can buy these with a 0.1 gram inside or a 1 gram. We then have Christmas cards. There are cards really for every occasion. So whenever you register on the website, have a good look through the website. You can see all those cards in there. And we have our associations with our own Karatbars race team. You can see the lorry there on the screen, and you can see the Karatbars motorbike. We have our limited edition MotoGP card that we were selling recently. You can see it's an official MotoGP product. Again, we work with Benfica. We work with other very high-level organizations. We have our recent Monaco Grand Prix card, which is this one here. So you can see the little Monaco Grand Prix card, and you've got your gram of gold here in the center of the card. And you can see that's an official product of Monaco Grand Prix. We work with existing charities. That's Harold, our CEO there, with Sharon Stone at the Peace, Justice and Security Gala in The Hague. We have the Voices of Africa card, which we support in Tanzania. So if you want to buy one of those, a donation goes to that charity. We have our own in-house World of Charity card, which is this one here. And we simply give these away to people as a gift. And again, this is just all about getting gold back into the hands of the people. If we can teach people that gold is affordable to them, it's not something scary, it's not something remote. And that's what these videos are all about. That's what this presentation is all about. Now you can create your own Karatbars cards. You can create simple ones like this. It's just a business card. Again, if you give this business card to someone, they're never going to throw it away. You can create your own, so upload your own pictures, your own images. Someone on my team at the moment is creating a membership card for his chip shop, and he's creating them out of the 0.1 gram cards. So once customers buy a certain amount, they get a discount card, which is that piece of gold inside there again. And this is all great ways for us to introduce gold back into the hands of the people. All our deliveries are done through FedEx. All our payments are done through MasterCard. Again, you don't have 5-6 year relationships with FedEx and MasterCard unless you're a very legitimate and a very steady company as well. I talked about this earlier. If you buy more, you pay less. So if you buy the 5 gram card, I have many customers who buy 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 euros worth of gold at a time. They would normally buy the 5 gram cards. I give them a 3% discount code, so they get 3% off all their purchases for 12 months. So they're looking at only around about 46 euros. It's about $52. It's about £40 per gram on buying these 5 gram cards. And people often ask me, why do your customers buy these when they could buy a kilo of gold for a better price, which you could. But the thing is, if you've got 5 of these and you need £1,000, and you've got a kilo of gold and you need £1,000, a kilo costs around about 30 grand. So if you need to sell that kilo, you have to sell the whole thing, and you need someone to buy the whole kilo, even if you didn't need all the money. The great thing about having your gold like this is you can take out 200, 400, 600, 800, 1,000, turn that back into cash and keep the rest in your safe or keep the rest in storage. That's the great thing about having gold in small denominations as well. Great as well if you want to go and make purchases in any of our Karatbars K exchanges. So that's the great thing. That's why we have so many customers who place big orders on the 5 gram cards. Now I just want to cover this really quickly. People say to me, I can buy gold cheaper. Well, here's my offer to people. I've started making this offer about 1.5 years ago. And it is, if anyone can buy and have delivered the same grade of gold with the same weights and the same features as Karatbars for a lower price, I will gladly send them 10 grams of my own gold. So I'll send them 2 of my 5 gram cards. Now, all I've ever asked for is proof of purchase, proof of delivery, and the features list must be provided as well. People have been sending me websites for 4 years. I've checked all the websites. I've made purchases on many of the websites. And it's only whenever you get to the checkout you find out what the final price is. Loads of companies are doing that. There's even companies out there selling 999.5 gold, but they make it look on the front of the website as if it's 999.9. There's lots of things these companies are doing. So here, let me go through the features now. 0.1 gram to 5 gram weights. It must be 999.9 purity. Must be from an LBMA accredited refinery. The gold must be stamped. Must have a serial number, blacklight technology, certificate of authenticity, hologram, DNA security coding. Company must offer a free account, no subscriptions or hidden charges, no minimum orders, free storage, insured and tracked delivery, guaranteed buyback price, and you must be able to pay others and buy goods and services with the gold. Because if it doesn't have those features, it's not a Karatbar. Okay? We do not sell grams of gold at Karatbars. We sell Karatbars, and the Karatbars happen to contain a gram of gold. There's a big difference. Now, this offer is made by Brian McGinty. It's not made by Karatbars International. Karatpay and K Exchange, I covered this a little bit earlier. This is the future of the company now. Already we're talking to shops and businesses around the world. If you own a shop, if you own a business that sells products, register from the link underneath this video. Go to the K Exchange section, upload your company details, upload your business details, and you can start advertising for free on the Karatbars website today. It's a fantastic advertising opportunity for businesses around the world. And you'll be able to accept cash gold as payment for goods and services. You'll be able to say you're the first K Exchange in your town. How good would that be? And you can start being part of this revolution now, which is going to be cash gold and Karatbars International. Now, you may be asking, well, if someone comes in with one of these, how do you know what it's worth? Well, we have a website called karatbank.net, so the shopkeeper simply goes on to karatbank.net every day and he gets the rate for his Karatbars that he takes in. But he makes a little bit of money when he's taking in an over the counter, and then he can make some money whenever it's going back out over the counter as well. Business license, there's 3 business licenses. 1 is free, 2 are paid. The 2 paid ones give you a lot of product and stock and different things like that. But those are available now within the back office. So if you do own a shop, if you do own a business, they're selling products online or offline, register as a free K Exchange today. Please do that. Now, what can you do with your gold? Well, keep it, as I said before, keep it for retirement or legacy. You can sell it to another partner or customer, transfer it via Karatpay, use it in K Exchanges going forward, sell it privately, and this is why all these features are important. If you're talking to someone in the street and you want to sell them that or that, which one do you think the customer is going to buy? The one that has the certificate and the serial number and the hologram and the DNA security, or this little piece of gold? That's why having all these features is so important as well whenever you come to sell the gold again. Now, if you do want to register from the link underneath the video, then you'll have to make a choice whether you want to become a customer or affiliate. I recommend that you always choose affiliate, okay? Both are free. The customer account is free, but if you do register as a customer and you talk to someone, as you may do, and they want to start saving, you can then just become a free affiliate as well. Click the become an affiliate link in the back office, and then the rest of the website will open and you'll be a free affiliate. You can earn up to 6% on any when you refer in terms of how much gold they buy, plus you can earn free gold as well. Even being a free affiliate in this company is fantastic. You can earn a lot of money through the free affiliate side of the business. Now, if you want to get started, register. Free account for life, as I keep saying. That's really important. Upload your KYC documents, which is a copy of your utility bill or passport. The instructions are there, really clear. Place your first order, obviously. It's coming up to Christmas now. We've got thank you cards, congratulations cards, Christmas cards. There's loads of different cards in there. Place an order, get some gift cards now for Christmas. Lovely thing to stick into a stocking or Christmas present this year. If you do want to make it an order for Christmas, it must be in by the 8th of December. All right. What I do recommend everybody does is set up an autosave. We don't know if tomorrow things are going to kick off in North Korea. We don't know if the internet's going to go off. We don't know if we're going to have a natural disaster. So all we're saying at Karatbars is start saving now. Put away, I always say, at least 10% of whatever you're earning every single month into physical gold and silver. And then if anything bad happens, at least you've got that. You're in physical possession of something you can use to buy goods and services. That's all we're trying to teach people at Karatbars. Then whenever you're making your order, you can choose to have it put into storage for free, or you can have that FedEx delivery. So let me go into a little bit more detail now about becoming an affiliate and how that all works. The important thing I'll say to you is that Karatbars is a business, all right? It's not a scheme, it's not a hype. We sell products. If you sell products, you get paid a commission. It's just like having a business in the high street, except you can do it either online or offline. You can start for free or pay a one-off payment, which gives you a marketing package. I'll show you in a second. You can work online or offline. I've been working online because of my wife's health condition. As that gets better, I hope to get out back into the real world again. I'm going to be focusing a lot on key exchanges, that type of thing over the coming years. You can earn an unlimited income. You're only limited by the amount of people that you can help set up a gold savings account. You're the boss, obviously, so you decide if you want to work or you don't. And the important thing is you're working for yourself, but not by yourself. Now, as a company, we have 500,000 accounts in 124 countries. We are going to get to 1 million customers. So if you become an affiliate, why not have 10,000 or 50,000 of those people in your organization? They're going to join our company anyway. They're going to learn about gold. They might as well learn from you. Now, you decide what you want to focus on. Do you want to focus on helping us find some business partners in your area? We need business partners all over the world. That helps us get to customers, obviously, quicker. Savings plans, if you just want to do that, that's fine. K-Exchange, you could focus on that. CaratPay, the app will be coming now in January. We work with churches, charities, non-profits. Maybe that's your thing. I can talk to you about that. Branded business cards is another business all by itself within Karatbars. Or you could focus on the sports clubs. Again, working with MotoGP and working with Real Madrid, that will get you pretty much in the door of most sports clubs in the world. The important things to remember are that you get earn up to 6% on all the gold that you sell and up to 25% on all other products. Now, for the rest of this little video, I'm going to focus on the main things that we need, and that's business partners and savings plans. Remember, that's the backbone of the company, is helping people save in gold. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give people that money insurance, so if something bad does happen, they've got that security there. Now, Karatbars is a simple business. You promote a presentation. You don't have to learn about gold. You don't have to talk about gold. You don't have to learn about Karatbars. All you have to do for the first 6 months or the first year is ask as many people as possible to watch this video. Promote a presentation. The customer then registers by themselves, buys the products and pays Karatbars directly. Karatbars deliver and do all the customer support, and you'll be paid weekly onto your company MasterCard. Now tell me if there's an easier or more simple business than that on earth, because I don't know what it is. We don't get returns. Gold doesn't make people skinny. Everyone who starts saving in gold, they can start saving, they can increase their saving, they can decrease their saving. But in my experience, whenever people start saving, saving becomes as addictive as spending, and they really enjoy hoarding and hoarding as much gold as they possibly can. Now, it's free to start, as I said already. No cost, no fees, no subscriptions, no forced purchases. So if you're watching this, there's really no reason why you shouldn't register from the link under the video. You get your own online shop, your own landing pages, digital brochures, a presentation, and your own Karatbars website to use. We have 6 business packages. The first 4 is the bronze package, then we have the silver, then we have the gold, and then we have the VIP. Inside these packages, for example, we have brochures. In the VIP package, we have a 0.1 gram cash gold, so you get one of those to show people. You get a VIP pin like that one. Bonus cards, 3% bonus cards to give to customers. A 3% bonus card basically gives your customer 3% off all their purchases for 12 months. They simply put in the code on the back here, that gives them the discount. We then have 40 €100 discount codes, which are these ones. Okay, so if someone wants to buy a VIP package or a premium package or certain bigger purchases, you can give them €100 off that purchase as well. If you're interested in those packages, let me know, because I do have these codes here. Then you have all your different brochures, compensation plan, etc. So we have bronze, silver, gold, and VIP. The next two bigger packages are the premiums. All right, these have been extremely popular because with the premium package at the moment, if you buy one of these, all the products that are sold within the Karatbars website every single month, a little bit of money from each product is put into a pot, and that pot is shared out between the people who have bought these premium packages. So if you buy a premium package, you get one monthly payout, and that's paid out every single month. You can buy 10 premium packages if you like. We have the premium professional package, but with it, there's a bigger pot, there's more money in that pot, and that's shared out monthly as well. Now, in a premium professional package, you get 30 cash gold, you get 70 profit cards. Now, profit cards cost €139 each. This is them here, and they are a combination card. They give you €100 discount, and they give you 3% off purchases for 12 months. So they're a combination of the other two cards, plus they give other discounts as well to do with K exchange. We have 4 3D metal cards, 10 1-gram classic Karatbars, 1 image brochure, gold brochure, 4 K exchange brochures, 4 branded card brochures, presentation marketing plan, 2 pairs of Karatbars sunglasses, can't find mine at the moment, they're around somewhere, 3 Karatbars coins, and then we have 1 automatic watch, or you can choose the Mont Blanc pen, and that's the Karatbars watch there. It's really nice. So that's the watch, or you can choose the Mont Blanc pen. So it's really up to yourself which one of those you want to choose. And that's the premium package and the premium professional package. These have been really, really popular. In my group alone, we've had over 80 people go straight in for the premium packages, starting off on their businesses. So here are the prices for the different packages. You'll know yourself, I've done these in euro, dollar, and pounds. The price might be a little bit higher, a little bit lower, because there is gold inside these packages. So the bronze is €125, silver is 396, gold is 987, VIP is 1909. The first premium package is 4122. And the premium professional is 8,420. The important thing to remember about these, as well as you go up in the packages, you get a different level of commission. So bronze gives you 5% commission, silver 10, gold 15, VIP 20. So I'm a VIP member, I get 20% commission. So VIP is the highest level of commission, the highest dual status that you can get. Remember as well, these are one-off purchases. I bought my package back in 2013. I would not give anybody my business for £1 million today. There's no chance I would do that. So buying my package as a one-off cost in 2013 was probably the best business decision I've ever made. The value of the products inside the box exceeds the cost. All right. So if you add up all the products inside the premium professional package, the value of those products inside the package exceed the 8,420. So you're getting excellent value for the package as well. It's delivered by FedEx to your home. You can start immediately. So if you buy your package now, you get your link right away, and you can start promoting now. You could earn some commissions in 10 minutes. You can be paid that next Friday. You can start at any level and upgrade between the levels by paying the difference. So let's say you start off at silver. The package arrives, you think this is great. Oh, I wish I'd bought VIP. Well, all you do is you pay the difference between the silver and the VIP. All right. The only packages you can't upgrade to are premium and premium professional, because they are standalone packages. You could buy 10 premium packages if you wanted. That would give you 10 of the monthly payouts. So there's no limit on how many of those you can buy, but you can only buy 1 bronze, silver, gold, or VIP. As well as that, you can pay using a credit card, debit card, Bitcoin, or bank transfer as well. And we do have a United States bank account now as well. Karatbars is a very simple system, and this is we've created it like this because we want to be easy for anyone in any country in the world to be able to start in this business. Step 1, if you're going to order a package, that's where you do it. Okay, obviously if you're building a business for free, you don't need to do step 1. But if you're thinking about ordering a marketing package and getting some gold, then step 1, you need to do that. Step 2 is upload your KYC documents. Step 3 is your prepaid MasterCard, so you can get paid your commissions. Order that right away. Don't be waiting until you've got commissions. Order it right away so that you've put the idea out that you're going to get some commissions anyway. Step 4 is auto save. Now, even if you're going to buy your gold in one-off chunks, maybe, I still recommend that everyone set it if you're going to be a business partner, set up an autosave. It's very difficult for you to try and explain how to do something to another person whenever you haven't done it yourself. So set up your autosave. The minimum is €50 a month. Doesn't matter how you set it up, make sure that's done. As well as that, if you're saving every single month, in 12 months' time, you might qualify for some free gold as part of the loyalty bonus as well. So just complete your steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will take about 10 minutes to get them done. If you're stuck, get back in touch with your sponsor, in touch with me, and we'll help you with them. Now, we do have the Karat Fast Track at the moment as well, which is great, which is, if you remember, 5 and 5 and 5. Complete the 5 steps in your back office. Then introduce 5 business partners. It is important that we get business partners at the moment. We're still in that growth phase. 5 partners at the same level as you hire in 5 weeks. Or you sell X amount of gold, there's an amount of gold you can sell as well, you'll get a free upgrade. So you get a free upgrade to the next package, and that's between the bronze package and the VIP. So let me give you an example. You register underneath the video now, you click the button and you do the 5 steps. You buy a gold package for €987. You then ask someone to watch a presentation every day. All right, so you make sure you plan for the next 100 days. I'm going to ask 1, 5, 10, 50 people a day to watch my presentation. The more people you can get to the presentation, the better. Let's say 5 of those people join at gold in 5 weeks. Okay, so week 1, 1 gold package. Week 2, a gold package. Customers or new affiliates tend to copy their sponsor as well. So if you do start at gold, more than likely you'll sell some golds. You'll earn €740 because you're on 15% direct commission, remember? All right, that's a one-off direct commission, and that's great at the start. If you're building your business and you're new, it gives you some money to work with while you're building up this residual income through autosave. You get a free upgrade then to VIP, which is worth €1,023. And the more important than that, you've now got 5 business partners, and you can earn from the activity and the turnover of those 5 business partners as well. So if you've just gone out and helped 5 people over 5 weeks, you're doing the thing properly. They go out and do the same thing. They copy what you did. Obviously, everybody's not going to do this. Some people will do more, some people will do less. But let's say after 6 months, you've got approximately 4,000 people in your group. Well, let's imagine those 4,000 people were saving €50 per week. All right, so that's, again, not a lot, but it's €50 per week. That's 4,000 people saving €50 a week. That means your business would be turning over €800,000, $940,000, £708,000 per month. And that is the power that this business can actually hold. Remember, Karatbars pay up to 6% commission on the turnover in your organization. Let's say you just want to go out and find some personal customers. I talked about this earlier. 200 customers will give you a minimum of around about €1,400 per month. 1,000 customers will give you a minimum of €7,000 per month. Now, people always ask me, how much can I earn? This is just examples. You can do more than this. You can do less than that, obviously. I've worked this out at 3.5% commission level because it's over €18,000 of turnover. But please remember that this is a minimum. You can actually earn up to 6%. And this is only on gold sales. I've not included extra commissions, direct commissions, cycle commissions. There's lots of other commissions that you can earn as well. There are many ways to earn. There's double income, direct commission, level bonus, generational bonuses, Karatbars pools, package bonuses, etc., etc. On top of that, and I love these myself, as the incentives. I was in June. You can see me in the third from right in the picture at the top there. That was us just getting on our helicopter to go for our Michelin meal in Germany. In January this year, we were on the Caribbean cruise, and I'm going to Las Vegas on the 17th of January. I'm going to be speaking at the Karatbars event coming up in Las Vegas in January. So if you are going to become a business partner, do whatever you can to be at that event with us. You do get fantastic support. We have a global support desk open 7 days. Online, offline sales training. I do weekly newsletters. The company does weekly newsletters. We can do 3-way calls with your prospects if you like. We have mentoring, motivation, coaching, and skills development. That's probably the most important thing of all, because like me, a lot of people work from home and work on their own. So you need that camaraderie. You need those people within the organization to help you along. And again, this is available and free to everyone within Karatbars for as long as it takes until your business is growing. Now, if you want to start earning today, very, very simple. I can't say this enough. Complete your 5 steps. You get back to your sponsor today. Complete those 5 steps, and then invite everyone to watch the presentation. The reason I've underlined everyone there is because anyone who's over 18 who has cash in their pocket, in their wallet, in their bank, under their mattress, needs to know that they can turn that into gold. Because right now, 99% of the population don't own any gold. They think gold is too expensive. They think they can't afford it. They don't know where they'd buy it. They don't think they know enough about it. And they wouldn't know what to do to turn it back into cash if they needed to. And only by showing them this presentation, and it is quite a long presentation compared to some, we need to explain to people that this is gold. We need to explain to people that they can afford it, they can buy it, it is accessible, there is a good company out there they can trust, and they can turn it back into cash if they need to as well. That's our mission at Karatbars International. At the moment, we have 500,000 accounts. Our next target is 1 million. I would love you to become a business partner with me. I will gladly train anyone. I've been working in direct sales for over 20 years. But this is a really easy business. You ask people to watch the presentation. If they're interested, they will register. If they don't register and they're not interested, that's fine as well. The question is, how many people every single day can you ask to watch a presentation? When I started in the company in 2013, I was asking 20, 30, 40 people a day. Facebook, Twitter, anywhere I could, not Twitter, Facebook, Messenger, sorry, I meant, Skype, WhatsApp, anywhere I could talk to people in real time and just ask them to watch a presentation. That's how simple this business can be. Register today, complete your 5 steps. You've got your presentation live or recorded to send to people, and start sending people to it today. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you get started today. I hope you can get paid as early as next Friday, because if you get a sale today, it's only Monday today. Any sales this week, you'll be paid next Friday. And the important thing is you're on your way to building a passive residual income. The more people you can help save, the more money you can make yourself, and the more free gold you can earn for yourself as well. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you all again next week. If you have any questions, get back to your sponsor. If you do need to speak to me directly, that's fine as well. I'll be glad to take a call from you any day of the week. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all very soon.